time to do. Holy shit, that screen is far away.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Who are you? Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? I asked you first, Skull. I asked you second. I can't remember. Can't remember my name, Hannibal. Next time you spend the night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Morte. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Yeah! Just haven't had time to get your legs yet. Here's the chant. I've tried all the doors in this room. It's locked tight in the chastity belt. We're locked in where? What is this place? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with architectural charm of a pregnant spider. Thanks, Morte. Mortuary? What am I, dead? Not from where I'm standing. Got scars aplenty though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carving on the chest ain't too bad. The ones in your back, Morte pauses. Say, looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back? What do they say? Well, looks like you come with directions. Morte clears his throat. Let's see. It starts with... I know you feel you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx Wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Farad? Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Morte pauses. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal, it'll be up to Styx again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll find you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Or they'll put you on a quick... Excuse me. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me when I was lying here? Nope. You were stripped to the skin when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal pen on your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know. Then again, I don't know many people. Still, some burgs got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless and they won't attack you unless they attack first. Is there any other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. What, you think it's gonna hurt their feelings? They're dead! But if you want a bright side, if you kill them, at least they'll have to rest before the keepers raise them up to work again. Alright, I guess I'll take one down and see if they got the key. Before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalp in one of the shelves around here. I'll look for one. One last thing, those corpses as slow as molasses. Getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting the edge on you, remember you can run and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. Alright. Let's see how fucking... Done. Well, I definitely move a lot faster than I used to. Alright, found a scalpel. Now get those corpses, and don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help me more there? I will be help you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant in attacking the corpse. Me, I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. When I attack the corpse, You better be right there with me, or it'll be the next thing I plunge a scalpel in. Alright, I'll help you. Glad we understand each other. Now to introduce these cards to the second death then. Let's go. Inventory, yeah. Shambling corpse looks like it's been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing a chalk-white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. The corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key. It doesn't look like it would be able to use one. If it did, its fingers are broken as if someone smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged, and bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. Alrighty, let's leave the corpse in peace. This corpse rolls its head back and forth on its shoulder. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like the man might have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the side of his head. The corpse is carrying nothing, but you happen to notice its hands are heavily bandaged. The bandages might be useful if the corpse is disposed of first. The corpse stops and stares blankly as you approach. The number 782 is carved in its forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. Faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. The corpse looks like the one with the key. It is holding tightly in its left hand, its thumb and forefinger locked around in the death grip. Looks like you need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. Okay. How do I attack?
What's up?
Okay, found it. Okay.
I'm gone.
Yeah? Sure, why not? Huh? What?
Done. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Psst. Some advice, Chief? I keep quiet from here on. No need to put more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are the caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an adult bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die sooner better than later. I'm confused. Why did the Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I mean, I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Corpses seen, where do they all come from? Death visits every plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their souls to the caretakers after death. Before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses? Why? Are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous, No hacking them up for keys, no looping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. You see where I'm going? Eh? Eh? You can't be serious. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limpid ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. For where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffee with some of these fine, sinewy cadavers I see here. Mortar starts clicking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the staircase will have to part with them first. That's not likely. I'm just gonna leave. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice. One, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Alright. If I have questions, I'll ask you. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down, and so you don't forget. If I had a journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright, couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one. Updated my journal. Sorry, I'm a little early on that. Use it to keep track of movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Alright, let's go.
Updated my journal.
There it is. Updated my journal. That's not gonna get old. Ever. Got some zombie workers. Got some stuff over here. Oh, some money. I like money. Smell from formaldehyde emanating from this corpse particularly strong. It smells like it was applied recently, with good reason. This corpse appears to be in an advanced stage of decay. Her jaw is missing, and some of the flesh slid off her skull, revealing the number 1072 chiseled into the bone. Psst. You see the way she was looking at me? Huh? You see that? The way she was following the curve of my observable bone? You mean the blank eye beyond the graves there? What are you, blind? She was scouting me. It was shameless the way she wanted me. Wanted you to go away, maybe. She obviously was too distracted by me to pay attention to the stupid bobbing head with the big mouth. You? Yeah, right, trust me. Just beyond the grave don't care about that physicality, and I've got a body, and I'm all scarred and tough looking. They want guys with spirit. That's me, Chief. You? Corpses like you are as common as copper. I love Morte. I just can't. Oh, it's a person. You see a slight woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck make her appear as if she's starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They're darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives removing organs. I said greetings? The woman makes no response. I think this dusty chip might be in short of hearing. Let's lay off, shall we? Tap the woman to get her attention. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are rotten yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings? Still seems to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting, as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever's wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You! She clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hand. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Elvine. Go, go, go. What's wrong with your
Updated my
hand?
journal.
She turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. We need embalming fluid and some thread. This corpse has stopped dead in its tracks. Judging from the condition of its left leg, it looks as if some sort of tomb rot or corpse mold has eaten through the knee. The corpse is wobbling unsteadily back and forth, trying to keep its balance. You reach out for the cop's left arm to help steady it. As you grab the arm, however, the corpse suddenly sways to the right and you end up tugging the corpse rather than steadying it. Chief, you might not want... There's a crack from the corpse's left leg and the body falls like a dead tree. Its torso strikes the stone flagships and shatters like a rotten melon. Filth and ichor gurgling from the cavity. To your surprise, no one seems to have noticed the corpse's collapse. And even stranger, the left leg remains standing where the body was, as if in attention. After a moment, the leg falls over with a wet thump. As you gaze upon the putrefied remains of the corpse, you notice that its left arm seems intact. It has snapped from the torso during the fall and doesn't appear to have touched the tomb rot that had spread to the rest of the body. I wonder if I could make use of that arm. I have an arm now. The shame of the corpse gazes you vacant eyes. Number 821 is carved into the forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell found emanates from the body. Leave it alone. It's not fucking worth it. No. No. Okay. As the corpses are closer together and the eyeballs themselves are slightly askew. One face to the left and the other to the right, you can barely make out the number 257. Traced on its forehead, it looks like the corpse has taken several blows to the head, making the number difficult to read. Don't you get dizzy with the eyeballs facing like that? Yeah. This heavily stitched corpse is shuffling back and forth between two slabs. Number 506 has been stitched on its forehead, the side of its neck, and its right arm. In fact, the skin of the peeling corpse has been sewn up so many stitches, its skin looks like a bizarre street map. Let's examine those stitches. The stitches encircle the corpse, running from its arms across its chest, up its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. As you follow the crossroads of stitches, you notice someone has jammed the needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to thread stitching up the side of the skull. You could probably unravel if you had something to cut the thread. Cut the stitches with your scalpel, then pull the needle and thread. As you slice the thread neatly, the scalpel, then pluck the needle, you pull the stitches out. As you do, skin covering the forehead peels back and reveals the corpse's chalk white skull, where to your surprise the number 78 is chiseled there. Examine the corpse again. Okay. Leave the corpse alone. You see Elvine. She is still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons, the rhythm of the talons. Mind you something, but you can't quite recall. Watch her, study the motion of
Updated
her
my
hands.
journal.
You study the motion of Elvine's hands, you feel pickling along your scalp, and then suddenly you find your vision swimming, blurring until you are standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched on its scalp. Zombies lying on a slab, and you have finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside, something that may be useful if you come this way again. Echo, keep these things safe while they await my return. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest, you're surprised the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its side, and as it does, the vision fades away. Till you're standing, watching Elvine's hands make their stitching motions once more. Alright. She turns to see you, then frowns, dumb zombies. She clacks her talon fingers together impatiently, then makes a stitching motion. Go, find thread and embalming fluid, bring here to Elvine. Go, go, go.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Elvine snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it to one of her talons. Then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. Then she takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Within minutes, she's finished. She clicks the talons and turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags the talons across your arm and chest. Keep playing, zombie. Looks like I have a new friend there, Chief. She needs some time together? Or... As she traces your arms and chest, you suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who write on you? Hivers do that? No respect for the zombies. Zombies, not paintings. She sniffs and pokes one of your scars. This one bad shape. Many scars, no preserves. Her talons suddenly hook into the thread that you brought her, and lightning-like she jabs another talon into the skin. Near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a prick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up.
Updated my journal.
Sensation is curiously painless as Elvine begins to stitch up your scars. When she's done, she sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her finger into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbed your body with the fluid. Strange enough, it makes you feel better. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Elvine puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with talons. Done. Go, go. Corpse is standing silently at the corner of the room, facing the wall. It looks to have been heavy-set man in his early years. Judged by the condition of his body, he died only recently, and the freshly stitched number on his forehead reads 1664. So not the 42 that I want. This corpse looks like a servant of the librarian is carrying a huge stack of books. What kind of books? The books appear to be old mortuary ledgers. None of them of any particular interest. As you search through the text, however, you've noticed a loose page folded between two of the books. You are suddenly struck with the feeling that someone tucked it in there to hide it. You take the page. The page doesn't look like it belongs to the ledgers. It looks like it belongs to the logbook. There, it's clean as if with a knife, so you suspect the page was moved on purpose. Take a moment to read through the page. It is a list of dead bodies brought to the mortuary and logged in the receiving room. All entries appear to be recent arrivals. Any of you 42? The corpse is shuffling about. The number is 396. Is carved on the left temple. His lips stitched closed. You notice carrying a roll of bandage in his hand. Snake your hand down and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't seem to notice and continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Okay. Let's see what's upstairs. Updated my journal.
All right.
Contact the Necromancer for facing contractual worker 42. I know he's examined a skeleton before, but I am certain the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Dahl recently informed me that worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. It may be a soul echo in the marrow, or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggests he may be following an order issued by a high-ranking dustman in the past, but I have found no record of such an order. Whatever the reason for this behavior, the matter is resolved or the worker is replaced. Okay, so worker 42 is a skeleton now. That definitely helps. The animated skeleton smells horrible, as if it had only been freshly stripped and prepared. Its jaw and major points tightly wound, leather straps, and a rough smock has been thrown over it. Number 1221 has been chiseled on its forehead. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of the skeleton with leather straps woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. The straps are secured to metal bolts, punching the skeleton's joints. The skeleton looks like it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped, with numerous fractures abound, with sealant and foul-smelling glue. I wonder if this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? You know, geezer. Old feller. Yellow dog. Old. I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Mort studies the skeleton for a moment and shakes his head. Nah, I need fresher one than this. And some a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs, Mort glares at you. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Oh yeah? At least I have all my parts. Mort snorts. You're not quite sure how he managed to do it without lungs. Let me tell you, Mort, there's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing the crisp air through the lungs. It's great to have a body. Nah, that's not. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's taunt him. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has been added to my growing list of regrets. Mort snorts again. I should have let you rot. Some more, that is. Glad you feel that way. Let's go.
Done.
Doddering corpse has had his eyes shut, as well as his mouth, and the number 732 is carved on its brow. Leatherwork that keeps its ocular cavity sealed look extremely odd. You wonder if the eyes were sewn shut before or after the man's death. You notice he's carrying a large tome in his hands as if taking it somewhere. Take the tome with his hands carefully. Carefully take the tome from the corpse's hand. He doesn't seem to notice. The tome appears to be a book of enchantments or wards that is filled with diagrams, charts detailing various aspects of necromantic arts. The book itself is extremely heavy. As worked as the common is, it must have been extremely strong. See a male corpse number 331 chiseled skull. Its eyes and lips are stitched closed. Gaping hole torn in the throat. It smells foul. Let's leave it the fuck alone. Then. Are you lost? No. If you're not lost, what is your business here? I am here to see someone. Who are you here to see? Adam? Does he still work here, or? The name is not familiar. Check one of the guys in front gate. Very well, I will do that. Thanks. Corpse 114. Her mouth is sewn shut. You see a strikingly beautiful, ghostly form before you. Her arms crossed, her eyes are closed. She has long, flowing hair. Her gown seems stirred by an ethereal breeze. As you watch, she slightly stirs and her eyes flicker.
You! What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you. My love.
My love? Do I know you? Spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? The ghost stretches out her arms. Think! Her voice becomes deaf again. Name Deonara must evoke memory within you. I think I feel the stranger in my memory. Tell me more. Perhaps your words shall chase the shadow from my mind, dear Nara. Oh, at last the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? Your memory shall return. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall. Do you know who I am? You are one both blessed and cursed, my love. You are the one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. It's not really a lot of explanation, lady. Blessed and cursed, what do you mean? Nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you. She points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? I'm still getting my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? I know that you once claimed you loved me, and you would love me until death claimed us both. I believe that, never knowing the truth of who you are and what you were. And what am I? I cannot. She suddenly freezes and she speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this. You are the one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all. things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. Leonara speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles and in turn giving strength to your bones.
Updated my journal.
And you know Leonara is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dimmest sparks of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and intrigues you. I have other questions. Who are you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that blah blah blah? We talked about this already. Okay. Can you tell me where I am? Where are you? Why, you are here with me, my love. As the times when life was something both of us shared, now it is eternal boundary that separates us. The eternal boundary? Tianara sounds sad, and it is a barrier I fear you shall never cross, my love. It is the barrier between your life and what remains of mine. See, I have other questions. I need to escape this place. Can you help me? As you're about to ask Leonardo the question, it catches in your throat. It occurs to you that if you tell her you're looking to escape route, she may feel you're abandoning her. If you're going to ask her to leave, you need to be delicate about it. Leonara, I am in danger. Can you guide me to a place of safety? I shall return as soon as I can speak to you again. In danger? Leonara looks at her. Of course, my love. I will aid you in any way I can. She closed her eyes for a moment. You watch an ethereal zephyr pass through her body, stirring her hair. After a moment, the zephyr dies, her eyes slowly open. Perhaps there is a way. Yes? I sense that this place holds many doors shrouded from mortal eyes. Perhaps you could use one of these portals as a means to escape. Portals? Portals are holes in existence, leading to destinations in the inner and outer planes. If you could find the proper key, you could escape through one of them. Key? Leonard pauses for a moment, as if attempting to remember. Portals will reveal themselves if you have the proper key. Unfortunately, these keys can be almost anything: an emotion, a piece of wood, a dagger in silver glass, a scrap cloth, a tune you hum to yourself. I fear the dustmen are the only ones that know the keys you could use to leave these halls, my love. I see, I'll ask one of them then. Hold a moment. I learned much when I traveled with you, my love. And what you have lost I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark without thought. And what is it your sight sees that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold as the chill oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now, and... Leonara grows quietly. Why are you suddenly tired? Has your ranting tired you? Why are you suddenly silent? Has your ranting tired you? That's rude. What is it? What do you see? I see what lies ahead for you. It ripples through the plain, stemming outwards from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? Yeah. First, I require a promise. Promise you will return. That you will find some means to save me or join me. I find it hard to believe the woman I once loved with blackmail promised this from me with the promise of revelations. Have you no faith in me, Leonara? Leonara looks taken back, then her tone changes. Her voice becomes almost pleading. I do not mean to extract a vow from you, my love. It is just that I have waited so long for you to join me beyond... If you do not mean to extract a vow from me, Leonara, then do not do so. Now tell me your visions, and we will speak no more vow and promises. Leonara stiffens. She looks as if she's about to say something to sign defeat. Very well, my love. As before, I shall have to place my trust in you. She closed her eyes. Wait.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time.
She sounds way better than I do.
You shall meet enemies 3. but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes. You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer. I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Die while I still can.
Updated my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that reincarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim to have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of the countless deaths? If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know or realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Farewell.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Okay. You back with me, Chief? You drifted out on there for a second. No, I'm fine. Do you know who that spirit was? Spirit? The spectre I was talking to, the woman. You're around in your bone box with some woman? Where? Martha looks around excited. What she look like? She was right on top of the buyer. Do you not see her? No, you just kind of drifted out there for... Just stood there statue like. I was a little worried you gone addled on me again. No, I'm fine. Let's just move on.
Done.
Oh, skeleton worker. Skeleton worker is thinking has either seen a great deal of combat or has fallen down one too many times, one too many staircases. Both its arms and legs have broken and rebuilt with the aid of leather straps and thin iron rods. The front of the skull bears the number 863, but the back of the skull has caved in, forming an empty cavity. You notice that someone is taking advantage of this and tucked a piece of parchment inside the skull. So let's take that. You slip the parchment out of the worker's skull. Oddly enough, it looks as if the skull cavity is intended to store messages. A tiny string is attached to the parchment and a hook bolted inside the skull, as if to keep the parchment from accidentally falling out. You unhook the string and glance over the parchment. It looks like a reminder from one of the mortuary custodians, judging from the note. This skeleton seems to be a walking messenger of sorts. So take a second glance at the skeleton. You realize that it has stopped in front of the slab because it can't figure out how to move past it.
All right.
Someone has spent a series of test red ink on this scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift when the new initiates have come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used in the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers would be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they collapse, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of when possible. The original contract shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I have included spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiate's duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. This scale seems particularly odd. The leather binding it together cracked and worn. The word repent has been carefully engraved on its forehead with some amount of skill. A rougher hand chiseled 996 onto both its temples. Okay. Ooh, this one says 42. The skeleton turns to face you. 42 has been chiseled in its forehead, and a number of its bones, mostly the jaws and joints, have been bound in leather scraps, a black smock draped over its body. You are amazed to find the rack of bones still in one piece. Its yellowed bones are smeared and plastered in several layers of foul-smelling glues. Ooh. What little you can see of the bone reveals hundreds of hairline fractures. Although someone has taken care to bind the zombie with a leather strap, the skeleton with a leather strap, and bolt its joints together. The straps are frayed. The bolts looks like they're about to. I think this is the corpse I had a memory about. The sound of your voice, the skeleton suddenly straightens up and crosses its arm over its chest and its fingers hook in its rib cage. Cross your arms over your chest. In response, the skeleton drops its arm to its sides. Leather cord securing the skeleton's torso snap, and the ribcage folds outward like a pair of double doors. Reach into the ribcage and feel around. To your surprise, a hand vanishes as you reach inside the ribcage. You have a strange feeling it's somewhere else. As you reach inside the ribcage, your hand bumps against an invisible object. It's about the size of a fist, and it seems to be attached to the skeleton's spine. Take the item out. To pull the item, the skeleton suddenly disintegrates, and the iron bolt securing its joint clatters to the floor. Whatever the item was, seems to have been the only thing holding it together. It looks like an unremarkable lump of iron. You can't imagine why someone would hide it inside the ribcage of a skeleton. As you place both hands on the lump of iron and examine it, there is a hiss, and the metal evaporates, leaving behind a strange dagger, a handful of coins wrapped in a dirty cloth, and 2 bloody teardrops. These look like they were inside the lump of iron. No, I'm not lost. I'm here to see someone. Adam, does he still work here? No, okay, I will go down there to check it out. God, you guys are like constantly fucking questioning me. No, I'm not from here. I'm just here to see someone. Is Adam working here? No? Okay, I'm gonna go talk to him. Bye. God, these people are annoying.
done.
See a tired-looking man in a black robe. His narrow face is extremely pale. He doesn't look as if he's been sleeping. His shoulders are slumped, and the flesh sags loosely beneath his bloodshot eyes. He looks so lost in thought he doesn't even notice you.
Updated my journal.
Greetings. The man turns to face you suddenly. You notice his eyes aren't bloodshot so much they have a red tinge to them. I am Suego. How may I? He suddenly notices the scars. I'm sorry, Sarah, are you lost? No. I do not call it meeting you. Suego looks at you suspiciously. His eyes gleam red in the light and torches. May I ask what you're doing here? Let's not do that. Mia from the tournament earlier. I'm ready to leave, but I seem to get turned around. Can you help me find the exit? Suego nods, quarter in his mouth. Why, of course. These halls can be confusing to visit. No harm done. But you're not permitted heat in the mortuary after 9 bells. Let me open the front gate for you. Thanks. Thanks, Suego. That's not asking me any questions. Game? Before. Okay. Suego. No? I do feel like I run a lot faster than I used to. It feels like I'm further away than I was when I played. I remember it being zoomed in a little tighter. But otherwise, it's the same game. A cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate, his face obscured by the shadows of his hood. Little you can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble that appears to be a foul green-purple rash. That rash seems heaviest around his neck and is fading as it crawls up his chin. That's gross. Hi! The figure doesn't seem to budge. There's a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi? Who are you? Pox am I? Hi. Pox? Mother and father named me. Wished a Pox firstborn. A curse given came true. It did. Hi? Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplishly green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. I had some questions for you. Hi? Jesus, it's gonna be a long conversation. Do you know someone named Farad? Hi, Ferret Collector. Big name, has weight. Casts long shadow, it does. Hi? Collector? Hi, Collector. Gathers debtors. Bring them to Dustman for Jink. The language in this game is delightfully weird. Do you know where I might find him? Hi, in the hive here. He is somewheres high. Can you be a little more specific? Hi, somewhere in the hive. Ferret hides as it does. Very hard finding he is. Not worth finding he is. Not worth finding? What do you mean? Hi, many hates him. Other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him. Not like Ferret at all. Hi? What the fuck is Sharegrave? Hi, Sharegrave. Big name, carry weight. Cast long shadow he does. Tell Pox what to do he does. Who Jump was the Sharegrave. No, a ferret.
Updated my journal.
Hi, Sharegrave knows dark he does. No ferret, a hiding he does. Sharegrave is Ragpicker in the Ragpicker Square, many blocks west of here. Hi? Say Sharegrave that Pock send you. Tell him Sharegrave become share copper with packs he will. Hi! I'm just gonna go, Pox. Bye. You're weird. You see a dustman with a crooked smile frozen on his face. Despite the smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is shorter than his left, and he keeps it tucked to the side as if cradling a small child. Hi there, buddy. The dustman's eyes slide over you. Name. The way he speaks the word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I can't do that, sorry. I don't know. No name, can't help you. Dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. Need to give a name if you want to see where it died.
Updated my
What?
journal.
Given a name when you're born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area, buried many names your death of name has. Tell me names and I'll show its grave. What about the Onara? His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wild gleam, his eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at a human speed. He then points at a section of wall buried. Let's look at the chiseled to the back of stone and tiny cramped writing. You see the name he requested is almost lost beneath the sea of names around it. Oh, let's try a different name. What about Adam? Not dead yet, that name is. Not buried here. Not time. Not time. Can you bury a name for me? Oh, cost 3. No, not today. Not spending money on that. Maybe later. I know who I want. There's so many people to talk to. You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horn shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch. Pike off! Greetings. The girl ignores you. Who are you? The girl sneers, then makes an obscene gesture with her tail. Pike off, you clueless sod. Hey, easy, I just had some questions. What is it you want? You know you've got a tail. Do I know? The girl looks at her tail. So I do. And here I was thinking that it was a trick of my eye. My, aren't you a sharp cutter? She bares her teeth. Why don't you piss off to whatever hole you crawled out of and leave me be? Me, Normie Tail, is for trade, jig. Okay, I had some other questions. It's just as well. Neither you nor your tail are for sale. You couldn't squeak out of leaving with them anyways. What are you about, you blighter? Say it again. Oh man, I don't know if I want to get involved in this. He didn't say anything, but I'm still curious, why do you have a tail? He goes, are you daft? Can it be that you're dumber than stone, or mayhap you're power ignorance? You're the power ignorance? May the dabbers brick you over and make you a street. Look. He's a tiefling, chief. They got some demon blood in them and makes them paranoid and defensive. Nice tail, though. Shame it's plastered on such an ugly body. Whoa, now! You better latch your bone box, you foul-mouthed murmur, for I splits it with your jaw, Jig. Why don't you try and split my jaw, Chit? All I'm hearing is a lot of chatter from some hive trash. Throw a punch, I dare you, or bite your legs off. Enough. Aye, that's right. Lish your murmur third, or I'll bury him with his body, Jig. Murmur? What are you talking about? Aye, murmur. What the gulf between your ears so wide, words echo? Egypt. You still haven't answered my question. What's a murmur? Murmur's a talking encyclopedia. That's me, chief. Got it. She answered more than you this news. I guess I know which one of you has the brains, huh? Look, I had some other questions. Looking for a man named Farad. Aye, I might say more if you sweeten the question, aye? She clicks her tongue, rubs chiefly. Jink, jink, aye? Jink, jink? She means money. Oh. What the skull said, hard coins. Alright, how much? About 10. That lump of copper is enough to make a fade his appetite. You'll be needing more if you want to make friends here, Tard. How about 20 then? Aye, alright. Then she pockets the money. It's gone so quickly, I have no idea where it vanished to. Look for him in the alley spireward from the mortuary. That's the south and west mortuary, aye. Thanks.
Looks like the Dusty's lost one of their deaders. That a crutch be telling us copper about that.
Greetings, stranger. Looks like you're in the Darkstalker Shiv territory now. Looks like you've got a purse that can use some lightning. Your better braid's got enough. I already paid this time, though. No, you didn't. You're gonna die. Oh, Jesus. I am definitely gonna die.
Damn it.
I'm gone.
Damn it. Did you see that?
Die.
Maybe not.
Did you see that?
Morte is an awesome tank. I made some money. A little bit. Shit.
Did you see that? What's the word, Chief?
Done.
What's up?
I'm gone.
Yeah? Sure, why not?
Probably not. Oh, fuck.
All right. I'm gone.
Huh?
Done. I feel stronger.
What? Sure, why not?
What? I just said leveled up.
What's up, Chief? What's the word, Chief?
All right. All right.
We're being watched, Chief. Yeah. Huh? Okay. What? Good as done.
This looks dangerous. See a young man dressed in plain, well-kept clothes. He pauses in his pacing to approach you. Greetings. Rogue in trouble. Help you do? What's wrong? Rogue forgets ring intent. Friends need to magic with. No rings, be mad at Rogue. One ring brown like Jink. Other shiny like mirror. Last is pretty in yellow. Bring for Rogue?
Updated my journal.
I can do that.
I'm hurt.
What's up, Chief?
I'm gone.
Oh, what the fuck?
What's the word, Chief, about beating a dead horse?
Feels like I've been through a shredder.
That was some good old-fashioned bullshit. Yeah, I didn't lose anything though. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, look, it's a doll. Right there. Scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down in front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Hello. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak to this scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling a bone box with Dusty should be the last thing. Before Morty can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Morty can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hang heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill. But I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always the question, and the wrong question as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him in a bout of coughing. He paused for a moment, catches his breath. I am dull. Holy crap, I gotta come back. Perhaps you can answer some
Updated
questions
my
for me,
journal.
Dal. Very well. What do you wish to know? Do you know who I
Updated
am?
my journal.
I know scant little of you, restless one. I know little more than you have journeyed with you. I know little more of those who have journeyed with you. And who now lie in our keeping. Dal sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, restless one. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There others have journeyed with me, and they are here?
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Dal looks like he's about to start coughing and catch his breath. Am I mistaken? She claims to know me, but I can't recall her. She spoke to you? Dal's voice drops to whisper. Are the fevers upon you, restless one? She has reached the true death and passed well beyond your reach. She spoke to me, Dal. Her spirit resides here. Dal draws a semicircle in the air in front of him with a finger. This is an ill omen, restless one. I pray you dreamed the conversation, yet I fear you did not. Let's ask more questions. What do you do here? I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Dal coughs again and takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the dustmen did not recognize me?
Updated my journal.
I am the one that catalogs the shells to come to our halls, restless one. Dal breaks into a fit of coughing and steadying himself. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. Tell me more about the mortuary. This is where the dead have brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as the dustmen to care for the dead, for those who have left the shadow of life and walked the path of true death. Dal's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you did not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Oh, good. What's dustmen? We dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life to help others and help others on their journey. Perhaps you can explain why the dustmen want me dead. Dal sighs. It is said that there are souls who can never attain true death. Death has forsaken them, and their name shall never be penned in the dead book. To awake from death as you have done suggests you're one of those souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction. That doesn't sound like it leaves me in a good position. You must understand, your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction will order you cremated if they were aware of your affliction. You're a dustman, but you don't seem in favor of killing me. Why not? Because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up the shadow of life on your own, not because we force you to. Dal looks about to break into another coughing jag, but he manages to hold it in with some effort. As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth. Aww. Thanks, Dal. As you turn to leave, Dal speaks. Know this, I do not envy you, restless one. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point your path will return you here. Dal coughs, sound rattling in his throat. It is the way of all things, flesh and bone. Then perhaps we'll meet again, Dal. You're an okay guy. A little mad that I got killed because enemies respawned when I went inside the house.
Well, I've never seen something so ugly. I've not.
Oddly enough, south and west of Mortuary is an alley filled with heavily armed thugs. Know anything about that? Oh, I? Well, maybe it'd be best asking them where old Studus Crutch is. enough of your life. 7 fairness, girl. You'll soon be among the number of the city's dead. I'll call it a bluff. Bar. That I have nothing more to say to you, Burke. You better watch your tongue, girl. It's coming off. You better remember that if we speak again. I pike off to whatever you came from then. Farewell to you
Dare does
too.
today set walking what looks like.
What's up?
Okay.
I'm gone. Done.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Did you see that? Oh, great. I
Oh,
hope he
come
doesn't
on.
lose his memories this time.
Feels like I've been through a shredder.
Okay, for real though.
Maybe I can get a dusty.
Let's see if we can do that again.
Yeah?
Done. Done.
Did you see that? Huh? Good as done.
All right.
Damn it.
Done. Done.
What? Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
What's up, Chief? Sure, why not? Did you see that? What's the word, Chief? Sure, why not?
You see a cool, collected woman. Her face is in hard, determined lines. Her voice is low and firm. I am Cristal, leader of the Razor Angels. You are in our home. What do you want of me? She spits. Warm hair? You can find him in a Rex, pick your square. Ask around there. You're bound to attract someone's notice. Have you seen a journal anywhere around here? Journal, book here in the alley? Ha, sorry. Anything flammable here gets burned up in the cooking fires. Fine, thanks. Farewell. Hey, before you go, this slice of alley just isn't big enough for us in the dark alley shivs. We've got heart, they've got hate. Kill off their leader, Rotten William, and you get free passage through the alley from us for the rest of your life. Come here as often enough, that'll save you a lot of drink. Tell me about your
Updated
gang.
my journal.
We're itinerants. We were forced to move time and again. We settled here at the same time as Rotten Williams in the dark alley shivs. Now we're in for the fight of our lives. We just charge people simple toll to pass here. They take lives. We're essentially good people. They're evil, led by evil man. I'll kill him. I look forward to hearing your success. Come back and tell me it's done,
Updated my
okay?
journal.
You know, I don't know if I'm gonna kill him now, but
I'm hurt. I'm gone.
wait, what?
What's up?
Done. All right. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gone.
Huh? Okay.
I'm gone.
Damn it.
Shit. Okay.
Damn it. Chief, what are we doing here? Let's say we just give this place the laugh, all right?
I'm gone.
I think I'm gonna call it here for now. If I learn how to